JB Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, is running to be not mayor of New York City like Zohran Mamdani, but it appears he's running to be the mayor of Mexico. Don't you dare use the word illegal alien. Here's JB Pritzker.
But it starts with that anybody who's progressive is for open borders.
Well, some people are.
Well, I'll tell you that Democrats are not for open border. I mean, we had a real problem, and we needed to do something about the border. But now we need to do something about the people who work for you and work for other people who are here and law-abiding, doing the right thing, and they want to be good Americans. They want a path towards staying in this country, whether we call it citizenship or just legal residency. We need to give them that path.
That questioner went on to use the term illegal alien, at which point he grandsaid and said, don't you dare use that racist and bigoted term. Michael Malice is the host of You're Welcome, also the author of Not Sick of Winning, The White Pill, and The New Right. Michael Malice joins us now. What's up, Michael?
I thought that, did you catch that when he said we used to have a real problem with the border? So according to Democratic, propaganda, there was never a border problem. This is entirely a right-wing Fox News propaganda point. Trump's making it up to be racist against Hispanics or Mexicans. And now Pritzker goes, oh, yeah, we used to have a real problem. When? When would he admit that there was a problem with the border? It was just very casual sleight of hand. And I think his point to using that term illegal alien, if there's one thing people take away from what I say today, is that they use language to manipulate, not to communicate. The entire point of what Pritzker says or Newsom says is to get you to think how he wants. It's not to persuade you through logic or reason, but to force your brain to think in progressive terms.
On the point of the open border, I would love to go back. I would love Pritzker to point out where he suggested at the time that the border was a problem. Of course, he didn't under Biden over those 4 years. He did the opposite, I'm sure. As you point out, he used it to say that's just Republicans making up something and they're a bunch of bigots. Now, to your point of the sleight of hand, he casually admits that we had a problem, we fixed the problem, but now we have a new problem, and that is the Trump enforcing deportation. And you're absolutely right. And you know, I'm tempted to accept your statement and move forward because I agree with you, and it seems self-evident, but it's not self-evident. I think everybody should, listening, always have these antennas up, but the way that you manipulate language is the way that you shut down thought. And by suggesting that the term illegal alien is somehow bigoted is a way for you to no longer think of someone who's in the country illegally as anything other than a citizen.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And maybe Pritzker is just jealous because if Trump, we could put him on the border, you don't need a wall. And then what's he going to, what use is he going to be running for president or for governor? He'd certainly keep out illegals of all kinds. But I think it just also speaks to fundamental truth that people like Pritzker don't regard illegal aliens as not having a right to be in America. Their point is, you're here. It is our job to take care of you regardless of your backstory. And to a certain point, he's not incorrect. If someone is an illegal immigrant and they got hit by a car, you're not going to leave them on the street to just die, right? So there is a minimum level of care for these people. But the idea that the way forward is to make sure they can stay here and make it easier to be here, people like Pritzker also pretend humans don't respond to incentives. So if I'm in some other country and I know, hey, if I just get my butt over the border to Texas or to California, I know I'm home free. You see what's happening in England. I was just there over the summer. You step foot in England, you get Netflix. You get a stipend, free money to buy whatever you want. And the thing is, these people are refugees, air quotes, from France. And I'm like, I can understand maybe theoretically you're from a war-torn country like Syria. France? Like you can't handle living in France. They got to take care of you in England. So there's no limit and there's no bottom. And and until people appreciate just how far people like Pritzker would go, they're going to have a real issue with America as a republic in any sense.